Birola Olatunji Bello, MNIFNLIFSESENDOL.
Lagos State University, we are LASU.
We are accredited.
Yes, the Vice Chancellor is the Professor of Physiology, the former two-term Deputy Vice Chancellor, former Director of Directorate of Advancements, the National Productivity Order of Merit Award winner, given to her, conferred on her by the President of Nigeria, former President Muhammadu Buhari. Yes, seated next to the VC, Deputy Vice Chancellor, his name is Professor Seri Taiwo Afisi.
Thank you. You're welcome to LASU. We are LASU.
We are accredited. Professor Afisi is the Professor of Philosophy. And next to him is the Deputy Vice Chancellor of Administration, and that is Professor Adenike Omotunde. Professor Bolo is the Professor of Physics, the first female Professor of Physics in Lagos State. And next to him is the University librarian, that is Dr. Omaoni Makinde. Thank you very much, ma'am. And that's complete members of the university management. So from here on, I have with me also here the Deputy Registrar, Vice Chancellor's Office, that is Dr. Latif Shikomi. And seated next to him is also Deputy Registrar and Special Assistant to the Vice Chancellor, Dr. Latif Sahali. Yes, just joining us. Just joining us in the poster of the university, that is Mr. Said Babasude Olanika, FC.
Welcome to LASU. We are LASU. We are accredited.
Okay, I think Mrs. Dauda from the Vice Chancellor is also here.
We are LASU.
We are accredited.
And that will complete the introduction of this side of the table. Over at the other end, VCMA, we have a team, I think I should place for record, DONIAS Global Consultants, and they are here on the presentation to the management. And that team is led here this afternoon by Professor Lawal from Christian National Relations Studies. I must also recognize Professor Bashir Animasha, also from the Faculty of Arts. Thank you very much, sir. So, Mr. Mark, I'd like to use the microphone to Professor Lawal to introduce the team to you.
Schedule. And by the way, our guest, I want you to understand that the university management has to give so many tight programs to come and attend to this. So this must be done within the shortest possible time. Thank you very much. So I just want to briefly tell you how all of this came about. I have the opportunity to have some connections with countries, and I visit Mr. Dish, and it was at that event that we actually spoke about this opportunity to study in India program. So there have been a lot of discussions, and the proposal has been sent in. I said after the proposal, they have to meet with the university and make their presentation. So I will actually hand over the mic to Mr. Dish to introduce his team and make the presentation. Please, let us be time conscious. Thank you very much.
Talk at the time. That's Mr. Omala, another director of DONIAS Global. We have somebody from pharmaceutical background, Dr. Ishu Nayak. He heads Central Pharma here in West Africa. Then you'll be seeing Mr. Jackal. He's representing here Indian communities on business. That's Mr. Manoj, CEO of DONIAS Global in Nigeria. Then Sadia from LASU. Okay, thanks. So that's Mr. Moses. Student from India, he did his graduation and post-graduation. So there's an Indian alumni, and he is the Vice President in Nigeria. Then we have Maureen, our Creative Director, and we have Constant next to, he's also a director in the media team. And then you'll be seeing Promise. Promise will look like you was a student, but he's CEO of one of our company called IT. And that gentleman is from LASU, sir. You're welcome, sir. So, with all protocols, I will not waste your time. Thank you very much again. Promise to please be here. Let me tell you, man, all this journey started when I came to Nigeria on 26th January 2007. I came here very briefly for 6 months, just see Nigeria go back. But the love you people gave, this you're seeing this videos here after 20 years. So I thank you all from all our Indian communities and from the heart of India. Thank you for taking care of us. If you'll be knowing, there's a village in Peju that you've already given to us. And you see each second door is an Indian. Now, when the COVID came, we thought what actually we are doing in Nigeria. So we gathered a team of people and we constructed a hospital for COVID. And I was co-chairman of the fund committee, and we reached about 267 million to complete a 100-bedded hospital in just 67 days during the first COVID. Then that gave us a lot of strength, like how Indians can come together. Because if you will be knowing, as per the data, Indians are the second largest job providers of the federal government cumulatively. You know, one country, people from one country, one resident. So that goes, our relationship goes day back to 150 years. You know, in the historical record, whatever we have found, like first Indian came 150 years ago. So thing is like, I thought, and then the team explored up various things, where we are missing the link. And if you meet some old people like Baba Musa, they will tell you, you know, my teacher was an Indian. So that's fine, where we have left the education. So we came up, we made the study in India team in India, that is, you are seeing, this is a government-sponsored program for the rest of the world. Because Indian universities since long were known for their education and welcoming gesture for the globe. In fact, the first historical university in India was 5,000 years ago, called Nalanda University. That university is no more, now the government has constructed again. So the whole thing is, that's why you'll be seeing the study.gov.in. So they are one of the participants in the program. Now what they do, they work with universities across the globe to get best from them and whatever they feel like in India to offer man. So that's what they offer. So that is what they do. There are many online programs, supporting programs, correspondence, then a mutual interface. Like, you know, if the team comes to LASU, you know the gentlemen, they met you before this meeting, they're from Ahmed University. I met there 1 year ago and I begged them, come Nigeria. So individually I met many of them, but they didn't agree until I went study in India. And they have written to everybody, so we are expecting to do 2 exhibitions, one in Lagos, another in Kano for two days. And thanks this gentleman to know that you are also the chairperson for the Vice Chancellors. We also want to organize a Vice Chancellors Conference. Some Vice Chancellors were invited from India and from all elected colleges like IIT, IIM, you know, they are the top world colleges. And then we will also request to put you to a forum to do differently. Now what is it about is, if you see study in India, it is learn, discover and innovate. These are the 3 missions they work. DONIAS Global Consultant is a private arm and we are trying to bridge this link between India and Nigeria only on education. Towards today we will discuss. Thank you. Go to the next page. Now, quickly, DONIAS Global, we are a leading business consultancy firm. We consult on IT, we consult on immigration, we consult on investment, education, hospitals, pharmaceuticals, name a field, and we are there. So, just to let you know, our services is for management consultancy, financial risk, and now the education. Next. So, what is the Study in India? The Study in India program is initiated by the federal government of India. In fact, what happened? When the current Prime Minister, who was also in Nigeria a few months ago, came to power, he belongs to a very poor family. You know, he has sold tea in the trains. So if he sees a poor man, he feels for them. I have to tell you, like, we are lucky to have a Prime Minister like him. So immediately he became the President, the Prime Minister of India. He was thinking that nothing much is done to promote the rest of the countries except these G20 countries. And that was the day, you know, Nigeria was invited as a representative of Global South, if all of us will be knowing. Luckily, I was there and I represented Nigerian side at G20 in Delhi 2 years ago. And that made his vision to come to Nigeria and the President invited him. So the whole thing is, the government wants to collaborate our universities, our technical education institutes, to work with the rest part of the world. Because the current focus was mainly with Europe and Americas, where the market is saturated, they are doing well, and the demand may not be so much. So they want to work, so that is the initiative of the government. The vision is to create educational network that fosters academic excellence, cultural exchange, very important, and mutual growth to collaborate with the university and educational institutions. Sorry, why I am reading, because I don't want to make a mistake in front of so many professors here. So the Study in India program offers students a unique opportunity to pursue higher education and gain international exposure. That's what I brought Mr. Moses and his team here. Now, there is a benefit for participating universities. We are doing 2 days exhibition in Lagos and 2 days in Kano, inviting many universities and technical institutes to collaborate. Towards the evening, we will have a conference, discussion, like what we can do together, where Nigeria lacks, where India lacks, what is best there, what is best here. and how they collaborate. So these are the 5 points we have charted it out here. The first is increased global visibility. LASU, you're the greatest, but to tell you very honestly, many of them, like before meeting Mr. Lawal, I don't know LASU is so big. We're just thinking Unilag, because it's close. And we will pass through Yaba, you see big campus, we go to play cricket. But when I saw LASU, my God, I was asking Professor, he told me, no, we have 20,000 plus students, which is not a small number. Where did it come?
60,000.
60,000. Oh, sorry, sir. 60,000. My God. So on an average, if you see the universities in Europe, I doubt how many of you will even come closer to this number. So number really matters. The partnership. That is very big field and we need to explore. Students can go Indians. We are bad at football. And my one son is born in Nigeria. I have gifted one son from Nigeria. Still he wakes up in the morning and he talks about Nigerian football. After 5 years of living in Nigeria. So, we have so much things to collaborate on sports, on education, and variety of things. So, universities can, very important is this academic partnership. Joint research projects, which India is doing in a big way. Let me tell you, there is one development you might not have noticed. Government of India has spent close to $700 million, close to that. And they want to create a unique library where our students can get research papers for free. That's the vision of this government, because he believes that if I am a tea seller and I can be a prime minister of such a big country, all others can too. So just joint research projects and faculty exchange programs regularly can help them to enhance. Also, the very important thing is, and which we feel bad as an Indian, whenever we travel across the globe, they will tell you, oh, this is happening in Nigeria. They don't even know what is happening in Nigeria, the good thing. Whatever they see in channels, they believe like Nigeria is like that. I always tell them, please come and see the place. How happily we are living there, then only you will feel. So, the faculty exchange program itself is a big thing we can do now. Then, the cultural exchange and diversity. I met Mr. Moses. He told me, Mr. Deves, fine, we are talking about business, but our relations should not spoil. That's what he learned in India. And I was very happy with his statement. Yes, business is there, teams are there, but relations are there, and after all are human beings. So these are all, when you do culture, you change, you go from places to places. Like nobody can badmouth Nigeria in front of me. I'm a self-acclaimed ambassador and I fight him to the core. Mr. Umaga and Director Tendel can attest to it. So the thing is, when you come, you visit the place, you know the place, you also see the good part of it. But if you're seeing it through channels, some bad documentary, and they tell you, oh, problems are everywhere in Africa. Same narrative was made 30 years ago for Asian countries. But advent of China, advent of India, advent of Singapore, advent of Hong Kong has proved them otherwise. It is same, we are also continuing. Lagos will soon prove that this is one of the best cities. They already started acknowledging that Lagos is Dubai of Africa. So, with the current government, the way the roads are making, the way they are changing. So, this cultural exchange and diversity can bring us very close, mark. The fourth one is enhanced reputation. As a government starts knowing, we start traveling. And that's the reason we are interested in this 5 days program, that one day Vice Chancellor's Conference, I'd love to do it. I'll invite the Ministry of Education from Nigeria and also from India. I want us to go up to that level. Now, financial growth is another very important thing. And let me tell you what it is we are trying to bring. Like, there are more than 1,000 small and mid-term companies in Nigeria. If we have to hire, we always struggle. Now, everybody is not in a position to pay the student from Lagos Business School. They start $500,000 to $1 million salaries. Now, where we can work with LASU to create a center here and then hiring students, training students, upskilling students. So, you have a teacher, you have done your part. Now, the businessman community will come, give them 3 months, 6 months, 9 months skilling. Let me also introduce here, ma'am, one thing. There is a university in India which, during G20, Nigerian team visited, very close to Delhi. They are just for skilling. The university don't take academic classes. You are a graduate, join us for these courses, and after the course, you are free, you are a polished guy, you will start working for somebody. So their courses are typically designed not to give you a formal education, just to skill you. So that financial growth can lead to many benefits. So this is what I just wanted to introduce you, that what will be the benefit for participating in universities. Next. So how you can participate? We invite you to participate in the exhibition for a very small fee, because it's more or less like we are not making it commercial. Because the thing is that I know the value that it will generate later on will go in many folds. Then offering competitive programs, so LASU can even sell your program to Indian universities. You don't know, you have some program. Like when I was discussing with Professor Lawal, he was telling me I'm a professor of immigration. Correct, sir? I was shocked because to tell you in India I have not heard that. Maybe there is somebody. Of course they will be doing it in a big country. But that first time I heard in India, Nigeria. So we can collaborate and we can even have a chance for students to come here. Then we'll establish a dedicated support for internal students on various things. Like currently India has got more than 10,000 universities plus different technical institutes, which you have IIM and IITs. If you see most of the global software firms, Google, Microsoft, they're all run by Indian university students. So that's a matter of pride, but we can also, like the way Nigeria is growing. Facebook has started one startup company here a few years ago, where they're consultants. 90% of them are Nigerians, they don't hire any people. So that's the comfort they have got. So slowly we will put that support services for international integration program. They engage in research collaboration and exchange programs. I have personally in my last visit met about 70 vice chancellors. One of them is my maternal uncle. I met him in Tanzania, and then we become close. He's from my maternal uncle's house, the village, sorry. So he runs also a university, man. He's a vice chancellor. So they are very happy to come and collaborate. That we will do, and we can run this. So these are the benefits for the universities who will participate in the event. Next. So these are the things I will not discuss. This is just for students to register, institution to register. So the team, DONIAS team will call you, what you need to do, what you want from us. We can even send you details about LASU to them, for them to know before they even come to Nigeria and different universities. Now overview, what is the program? There are 100 plus universities will be participating. The thing is that we don't want to bring everyone. We want to bring the best. So I have told them, get me 100 plus for Lagos, 100 plus for Kano. For VCS conference, it will be a very limited people who will be invited, top level technocrats, people from ministry, so we can come together and form our way, and then from there we can take it up. So this is your scholarship is there. Scholarship I forgot to mention. In Indian university, there are more than 250,000 seats which are vacant, and they are not supposed to charge any student more than the official government fee, which is very less, like 10-15,000 rupees, maybe 300,000 naira because of the exchange rate. You pay your tickets, you get a student visa, you settle there, study there. Then there are many universities who want to collaborate and open their own program. So the student can reach maybe if somebody participates with LASU, the students 2 years studies here using your own things, curriculum from India. 1 year they can go India, they can come back and start leading the society. So this is another very big one. The online platform, in fact, if you see India, the way rapidly it is growing, and the online teaching and all, which gives another advantage for most of our professors who are retired. Your video recorded, you put it into the YouTube, you have a money even after your retirement. Because in India we say, doctors and teachers, they never retire like God. So because doctors will know the medicine, teachers will know to teach. So even on the deathbed, and that's why a French philosopher was asking his wife at his deathbed that I'm about to die or I'm going to die, which is the right English. Still he was researching on English being a French. So that professors and teachers for you. So online, all we can do, madam. Next. This program highlights is okay. We are going to provide you all the free access through SII. Then scholarship, ensure structured application, all those are fine. Benefits are okay, fine, go down. This is the admission process, not required, go down. So future prospects, come a bit, just give me that one line, sorry. One line from the last. So for future prospects, what we will be discovering from this program? Expand research collaboration between Indian universities and international institutions, which is Nigeria. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, we already about to sign with Togo, Benin. I was there and I don't wanted my Nigeria to be missed. So I forced them that you should do in Nigeria first. And I'm talking they're already doing in Kenya. And East Africa is very close to India, so they don't feel it's very close they can come. Now we want them to really come to Nigeria and feel the strength of it. So that is one, facilitate exchange, we have done it, encourage technological and knowledge sharing initiatives. Like let me tell you, the investment what Government of India has done, and if you make a proper presentation to the government, I know Mr. Modi can open it for entire Africa. He is such a person. And all those research papers which are costly, which was patented by mostly European and American universities and research institutes, will be available for masses. Because what he has to do, 1.4 billion Nigerian Indians, and say another 100 billion Nigerian Africans, and it is easy. Already they are doing many online programs for free for African students. Next. So thank you very much, ma'am. And thank you everyone. I'd like to take few questions if you want with Madam's permission. Otherwise, we're good to go. Hope I have kept on my time, ma'am.
Yes, I was going to say you should round up.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
You did mention that to participate, you have to register by paying a token. Is it as an institution or those who will register through us as students, as staff, that will be making the payment of the university? And how much is it?
We listen to you attentively, but most of the contents are not from the part of the vice chancellors and for vice chancellors of state universities, not all universities. So there are about 44 states universities now. So I cannot talk about others. So whatever we need to. Yes, we have the federal, we have the private. Yes. And then there's a general one, we have a chairman for yes. Right. And we have listened to you. What I deduce there is just you want to do a student fair, sort of. You want
how we can collaborate, because most of the participants will be
okay, because I think from what I got, I thought it's you said LASU can come and do advertise the university there.
If the idea is like what is the difference, you can
Use this place and work with you, because then it will be it will be like yearly we'll be doing one big event. And that exhibition, what we want Indian people, because lots of Indians are here in Lagos. We are like 30,000 and odd people, most of them are businessmen. So they will be during the event. It will be like, anytime they want to come to LASU, they will call some of you and reach. For job, for skilling, networking. And ma'am, like let me tell you, I am 19 years from this country. And each time if you have to hire, you always have a problem. You don't get the right guy. But when you're working within educational institutions, like in India, what they have done, each DP has something called the tinkering lab, incubation center. So there they plan, they talk about business, they talk about job, they talk about skill. So when your course is over, like for an accountant, if he completes an HND, we will have a 3 to 6 month program. We teach him one software. We formalizing his knowledge of IFRS and other company standards. And then we can absorb him in our jobs. Currently, that is a lacuna in Nigeria. There are very few institutes, like Lagos Business School and all, but they are very costly. So to absorb them, if you start talking, an HND will start asking you $500,000. And then it drops there, because everybody cannot afford, except the big companies. So that is another channel we want to create. Yes, ma'am.
So all you have to do now is just send your proposal in.
Okay.
See, let's see what we can do. And we will discuss it at the level of the
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, I want to appreciate DONIAS global consultant for the interest in the university, and on behalf of the Vice Chancellor, the management and students and students of this institution, we are grateful for their interest in the university. For you to have considered us a valuable partner and collaborator in this regard, we thank you so very much. I also want to extend that appreciation to our brother, Professor Lawal, who through this challenge is bringing you and facilitates this for us. We are grateful. We will look at the proposal as the Vice Chancellor has said at the management level and be able to take a decision. Thank you so very much for the interest. Whatever thing you also think you can do with us, please feel free at any time. This is the best state university in Nigeria, and we'll be glad to thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you. Management, I thank everyone.
So let me tell you, and for most of us since we are in Nigeria, but this is the occasion that makes me emotional. A Nigerian opens the door just like as Indians do, if you have felt it, man. So for me, I always tell people, Nigeria is a pilot India. So you come and see that. So thank you for opening the door, and I also thank Mr. Balagun. He has really, Mr. Lawal, to tell you, ma'am, we are just like, I'm talking to my teacher each time. Sir, he called me, I think yesterday, 11:30. I told him I have not forgotten, my team is up. In fact, half of them is up. They told them, okay, go back. So thank you everyone. Thank you.
institution, the greatest institution in Nigeria.
Yes.
We are the greatest.
Yes.
LASU.
Yeah.
So one more thing, what Mr. Divesh has already mentioned about is this is a very good opportunity for Nigerian students to go and learn more, because sometimes we go to US, UK and spend so much money, and Indian institutions have a very good opportunity. They have come up with many courses over the years, and they have upgraded themselves with different type of courses. Good opportunity. Secondly, even in India, if you see, there are so many institutions now not only offering some courses which is study in USA for some of the students. What they do is also in the initial 2 or 3 years, they say study in Nigeria and then go to India to do your further studies. So that also will come up over a period. So we can also think of that. One more thing what he mentioned was, when we want students based in Nigeria, and we don't get quality students because they don't come from proper known Northeast. So campus placement is also one of the things that the university can explore, and most of the Indian companies, like we are the second largest employer, and we are not only just employing, we are looking at investment ahead. We are investing more ahead because we promote made in Nigeria goods. So we are looking for not 1 year, 2 years, we are looking to stay in Nigeria. Like he said, his son is born in Nigeria, my son is also born in Nigeria. I am also here for the last 25 years. So this gives a good opportunity for campuses like LASU and other universities to place their students across various Indian companies or other companies also, and they can definitely grow and then go ahead with this. One more thing what I would like to add also is that there is a good opportunity for students to apply for loan from some of the banks, which banks should also develop. That okay, when you want to go and study in LASU or some of the universities abroad, why not to give loans to your students? Like Tony Alumni Foundation is also there are so many foundations. So why not to have loan system also where students can go across and study, and when they come back they repay the loans. So that is not only here in India also it is being followed. So why not in Nigeria? Okay, so students are very well qualified. Please. Thank you.